Ah, there we go, live. Alright, let me slow down again just slightly and not look on the, here, around here. So, good evening. Good evening, everybody. And welcome to another Nimby Rail stream. Sorry for the slight delay, I was just making a drink. And, yeah, that's all I have to say. So, behind everyone's backs, as I mentioned, I built the Frankston branch, and which also includes the Williamstown and Werribee bits. What do you mean that my stream's bitrate is lower than recommended? Everything's fine. Oh, for goodness, really? Am I really losing range right now? Whatever. So, I have decided for a fantastic train allocation to use on the line, mainly on the Frankston and the Frankston line. So I was looking through a whole bunch of trains that have run in the north, and I noticed I was still thinking like, well, considering that Melbourne still uses the Comenge trains, they are still being used today. Northern doesn't really have an equivalent of that. I was trying to think, like, what is the equivalent of a Comenge? Like, I guess you could stretch it by saying the 319. You could, but it doesn't feel right. So I started thinking, and I went, wait a minute. I know exactly what I should use. It just popped into my head one day, because my brain said, well, you know what? Why don't I use, if I get it up on the screen very quickly, where are you? Where's the thing? Why don't I use this? And then the circuits in my brain just clicked, and I went, ooh, yes. Now, there is technically a 308 in Nimby Rails, because this is what this train is here. This is the Class 308. And whilst it does exist, it's not really as good quality as it could be. It's not as, updated. So I had to be a bit more creative. And roll alongside all rise for the Class... Oh, hang on. The Class 305. Hello, you. How you doing? That's a south. Okay. Oh, look. It did run around around the north. Yes, I know. It did also be used in the south. But hey, I've got the same formation that it was used in the north, except I'm being even more generous by running them in pairs, which is sort of like what the Comenges do anyway. So come on. It's creative, and plus, their acceleration and stats are actually better than a pair of 319s. So there was that. So it's actually better to use these rusting, asbestos-ridden scrub trains than a 319. Their acceleration is also a little bit better as well. This makes it really funny. I had to tweak the acceleration just like the 319, but the stats are... It's still got the same acceleration stats that I've... that I did the research. It's better. It's like 0.59, which makes sense, because it's got a lower top speed of 75. So that is very believable. So yeah, they're also assisted by a bunch of 321s and 319s and a cheeky 331 as well. Hello, you. Well, a pair of 331. I'm not using a single set. Anyway, let's put on me tunes. Alright. Well, we're going to actually just start building Stony Point right now, but regarding allocation on that route, I've got something interesting. So, I know a lot of you are still a little bit salty. Crazy Sark, I don't know why I was breaking for you. You missed, if you just go back and scroll back, you'll see my little introduction of the trains that I'm using on this branch. On the Frankston line. But yeah, as I was saying about the Stony Point branch, First of all, I'm going to make all the platforms 100 meters. This is to ensure that even a pair of, let's say, the class 195 can fit. That's the first thing I'm going to do. The second thing, obviously, a lot of people are still, and rightfully so, salty regarding the 331s currently running on the airport branch. Okay? Perfectly justified. What's the halfway one? Because in real life, this line does not have any passing loops, which is stupid. It results in the trains running every 90 minutes to 2 hours, which is that's cold even by northern standards. So we're gonna up that up to every hour. But I think a passing loop at Somerville makes sense. That's like the logical halfway point. Not yet. But but here's the thing: to make up for your obvious, the burn choice, I've come up with a better way to choose for the next train. Well, again, Crazy Shark, as I said, I wanted to stand in for the comment, and well, come on, what would you have chosen? I think that alone warrants a 1 minute timeout for saying that colon freed me out. No, just what kind of how? So for this branch, obviously this is unelectrified, and I did see Jonator suggest earlier the 156. Good choice, but I am going to say that for this line, I'm going to hold the way I'm going to choose the train is this. I'm going to hold a quiz for the viewers here. Oh crap! Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know about the motors. Because when I listened to one, I thought it sounded familiar, sort of like standard GEC sort of motor sounds, but didn't make the connection to the 319. But yeah, I thought about doing a quiz to help decide what rolling stock will be used on this line. Depending on I think I got 3 questions to my side. I've got to quickly write them down. Well, double check them. But in this quiz, there are 3 questions I at least have, and if you get at least 2 of them correct, then we get to use the trains that you want. But if you don't get them right, like if you get 2 of them wrong, then I get to choose what train is used on this line. And do you want to know what train I've already chosen? That is salivating for passenger use on this route. Konnichiwa, senpai. How you doing? This 769 is desperate to carry some passengers on this line. A line that in reality has a maximum incline of 1 in 50. So this will ooh. But yeah, once we've built this line, well, obviously assuming they exist, Jonator, yes, so it's silly me. But once we've built this line, we're going to have a vote as to what train will be used. Well, not vote, but more so we're going to play a quiz. So, I'm not talking about the UK. Most trains are better than the 331 in the UK. Hang on, did I read your message correctly? Oh! Oh! Oh, man, I feel bad for giving you by putting you on the naughty step. I'm so sorry. Oh, darn it, I'm sorry about that. You have now been pardoned for your for your statement. Oh, I'm real sorry. I don't know how to uh, and I time you out. So all I can say is I'm sorry. Yep, I did. I did. This is not looking good for my dictatorship. Whoops! You weren't the murderer after all. Ah, whoa, swings and roundabouts. So here we are at Stony Point. Right, so, actually, I'm going to quickly save. And let me just open up my notes quickly. Because I'm actually going to quickly write up the things. I don't think I saved them properly, so I need to write them up again in my sticky notes. So, whilst I'm just writing up my notes again for the questions, and also letting you... Well, whilst I'm doing that quickly, I'm going to let the game run and print some more money, and tell me how your day's been going. Really? Whoops! OBS has crashed. Would you like to copy the crash log to the clipboard? I'm what? Hello? 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 Is everyone there? Hello? Am I back? It was very comic, that's for sure. I'm back! Oh, goodness, okay. So, I have absolutely no idea what happened. It just... Again, the hedgehog just came from my karma and went, no, sir. Oh. John Later, I don't even know, like... Oh, I don't even. I just can't even. Oh, for goodness sake. Anyway, I was just reading... So, your day was a day. Your day was quite well. Well done. Been fine, but I struggled to sleep last night. So I keep waking up earlier than I need to, which is really annoying, because if I wake up... I usually wake up at like 3:30 to go to work, but sometimes I wake up at 2. And that really annoys me, because I can't really go back to sleep, otherwise I'll just oversleep, so I have to stay up. I'll accept that. Okay, I'm just almost finishing the questions. So, writing up the questions quickly, because one of them I nearly forgot the answer to, so I'm just double checking. And then we'll carry on. I think the Hydroflex has worse capacity, because obviously the huge hydrogen generator-inator. Yeah. Like, one of this coach here just has no passengers. So it'll be just, you know, even worse. Although I have given it slightly better acceleration because hydrogen master race. But, yeah. Only slightly. It's still worse than a 319. Excuse me. Last weekend I slept 5 hours in total. Ugh. That sucks. Right, so... Right, I forgot. Oh, darn it. Okay, I've got question 1 and question 2, but I forgot what question 3 was. Because it was like a really good, interesting question. Because the problem with doing a quiz is that you have to write up questions that are really, really difficult to Google, or at least awkward to Google. Because if I just ask, what's the top speed of a Class 47, you'll just go, like, some of you already know just 95, but some of you will just ask, you know, Wikipedia. Well, no, not even that. It's easy just to either get onto Wikipedia or even Google AI now. So it's really, you have to come up with really interesting questions that are a bit awkward to just, you know, jump in. But I think I remembered it. Hang on a second, so... Oh, Wikipedia is 25 years old now. Oh, wow, impressive. So I'm just double checking the last question, and then we can just jump straight in. Because the last question I have here is a really good troll question. Ooh, that's a bit mean. Should I go with that one? I think I can get away with that one. Alright. Right, some nuts. That's... Yeah, okay. Okay, alright, I've got my question, so we can start probably building. Oh, hello! And the jokes write themselves. Oh, man. You know, I think I only know one other person who plays Genshin Impact. I guess I'm just lucky. But hello there, Kurumi. How you doing? I'm mailing a Dalek as we speak. Oh, you can't mail someone a Dalek in the north. He'll just get nicked. Haven't you worked out why Doctor Who is filmed in the south, or more specifically Wales? There's no one to steal it. Wales, somebody do it to get back. I would rather ride a Pack 220 that doesn't have any seats for 7 hours with no entertainment rather than play 7 hours again. Actually, you know what? That was another scrapped idea for April Fools, where I just well, the entire idea that I had was for April Fools, I was going to create like a VTuber setup, and I was going to put a female voice changer on and just have like 20 minutes of Genshin Impact gameplay. That was my April Fool's idea, and I just don't have a webcam in order to do like the proper sort of the sort of like get the setup with the VTuber thing, because that's what you need, I think. So that's the only reason I didn't really go with that. But it was an idea that I do chuckle to myself every now and then. Like, it could work. That is a great example of like a good April Fool's joke. No one would see it coming, and people will just go, "Oh, really? Yes, yes, really." Because, I mean, as we all know, everything uploaded on April 1st is true. It was a quest and I had nothing better to do today. See people, this is what living in Salford Keys does to someone. Or in the words of Jimmy Carr, Salford. I'd rather get paid than play Genshin. That's better than doing any of those. The top speed on this line, by the way, will be a glorious 60 miles an hour, because let's be honest, sprinters. I feel like if the 769 doesn't win the vote, people are just gonna ask for sprinters. It's like a logical next step. In fact, Jonanator already did ask for a sprinter. Oh, Kurumi is studying. I'll let it slide for that. At least it's not ZZZ. I've never heard of that. What is that? Oh. Oh, that's really stupid. I was laying the truck and that is just very Top Gear. Hammond, the track's on to line. Oh, goodness gracious me. Is that another sort of anime game that I've never heard of? In fact, it probably is. Of Quake. Yeah, again, I've never heard of. In fact, well, I think does it even deserve a Google search? Well, I will. I'll just give it a Google search. Like, how bad could it be? Yeah, that's anime, alright. It's a free-to-play action role-playing game. People also search for Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Wales, Honkai Impact 3rd. Gotcha. There's definitely an audience. And I'm just not part of that. Okay. I nearly did the same thing again. One good thing I can at least say is, Will, if you don't get the questions right and the and the 769 does end up winning, it would have the best capacity out of most options. If we just do some quick comparisons here. So, where is the 769? Where are you? So, the 769 has a capacity of 442 passengers versus a pair of sprinters, 406. A pair of 150s, 406. Pair of 156s, 326. A pair of 158s, 344. Pair of 3-car turbo start. Hang on, 333. Pair of 195s. Hang on a second. 408. What else? What other diesel multiple units? Oh, Pacers. The 144 is what? Well, the 144 stand-in has got crap capacity, sadly. Well, expected, and obviously, like, no, I am not doing that either. And I can't really think of anything else equivalent. Or else... Oh yeah, well, the 3-car sprinter, yeah. Not enough. What? I should remind you, this line will be part of the Metro, so which means we are using Northern rolling stock. There's no reason to use a 185 on this stopping service like here. I know they use the 185s on the Windermere branch, but... This, yeah, I don't think this line is as prestigious as that. What's wrong with Genshin? I know weebs play it, but for me it's a pastime whilst waiting for new shows. I'm not into the hardcore weeb sphere. Well, actually I don't really know because I don't play it. I just laugh at the name of just the name alone. Shh! Don't bring up the one how it feels so. Shush, Terminator. Stop trying to contest my argument. That's bad. Thinking bad. I'm still waiting on a proper pacer pack. Oh. Free alliteration. Cool. Right, Oh, don't do it. Stop doing that. Okay. Yeah, but a 180 won't fit in the platforms. Also, it would just burn money because of the high maintenance costs. So that would be extremely unwise. Speaking of the 180, it turns out it does have a Northern livery. The first group livery here, it's just a bit hard to see. This is technically the first group livery here. I thought this was Old Midland Mainline, but apparently it's first group. So we can consider using the 180 somewhere. I don't want to use the 180 on this line. It would be such a waste. Even if it is... well, it's not. Because again, it wouldn't fit in the platforms of any of the stations. Any of them. Even the terminus stations. So, that would be worse than unwise. It would be... Okay, I can agree it would be funny, but it would be... Well, no. Me not use 180 on this line. Excuse me. I hate that I yawn so much, but in the evening, even though I haven't really done anything again. All right. The 180s were used between Manchester, Victoria, and Preston and Blackpool, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, after we do this, we are going to be doing a V line route, but I don't know which one. So we'll decide on that once we've chosen what train to use on this branch and set up the timetables and stuff. Because once we do get a V-line route, we will start making even more money because regional routes do bring in lots of cash in Nimby Rails. When they're done right, and they don't suffer with overcrowding. And if we choose a train like the class 397, then we will have lots of overcrowding. Hello, Spicy Pepper. You're just in time because I'm going to begin a quiz in a bit. And the fate of the quiz will decide on what train will be used on this route. What route? The Stony Point branch here. It's an unelectrified route, so we'll be forced to use sprinters. Well, I say we'll be forced to use sprinters. It could be sprinters, it could be a pacer, or maybe something that begins with 7 and ends in 69. We'll have to wait and see, depending on the outcome of the quiz. Okay, that's the one thing I am kind of surprised about. How come there's not a Genshin Impact anime? How come? That's the one thing I'm genuinely confused on. Because even with my limited knowledge of Genshin Impact and Genshin Impact stuff, I'm fairly certain it makes money. Well, a point proven considering how many people fight over JPEGs of characters. Because I think that's one thing about Genshin I do know about. And I thought, oh, sad. The requirements on this branch are, well, the maximum platform length is 100 meters. So a pair of 156s or a pair of 195s will fit. But anything longer than that won't. Oh. I was not aware. I thought Genshin was Japanese. Oh. I did not know it was Chinese. Wow. As with the rest of the save, this is British loading gauge. Oh yeah, I need to name the stations. In fact, I can do that. I can simultaneously do that whilst I ask the quiz, since the line is essentially built now. So I'll just save, and it's time for the quiz! So, once again, if you get... I'll explain once more. There are 3 questions you have the viewers to answer. If you get at least 2 of them right, you get to choose what trains we will run on this line. It's going to be an hourly service, and I believe we'll need 2 trains. So I'm open to picking 2 different types of trains. The way I'm going to do it is that I'm going to be very generous. And basically let you all answer. And if at least one of you have got the answer correctly, then that counts. I had no... I was not expecting a Mixel split... I can't pronounce his name. Reference. in my stream, but alright. Well done, Crazy Shark. So yeah, as long as one of you gets the answer correctly, then then that classes. But I am going to give you 20 seconds to answer the question. That way, it's going to make it very difficult for you to Google it. So let me just open up my online stopwatch. So you can't just cheese the answer out, okay? Oh! Well, they're going to be questions. Okay, I can at least tell you this. All of the questions are train related, okay? And one of them is underground related. So there's your little cute clue. Oh, I nearly put it to 2 minutes. That was close. Alright, so... Again, I'll just repeat. You have 3 questions. Get at least 2 of them right. You get to choose which train we use. But if you get 2 of them wrong, I choose. And the train that I'm using will be a pair of 769s. So that should be a good enough motivation for you to get this right. So, let's begin the quiz. Get your thinking caps on, lads. Question 1. In the BBC remake of Watership Down, what was the locomotive type hauling the train that nearly runs over the main cast? You have 20 seconds starting from now. But if we get 1.5 right, well, you can't. 47? Ooh, well, you got 2, 1. Ooh! Oh no! Rather annoyingly, Crazy Shark, not only are you wrong, but if you just added 3 to your answer, you would have been correct. Ooh, dear! Burnt on the first question. Oh. The correct answer was a Class 50. In the original Watership Down, it was a steam locomotive, but you couldn't properly see it. I don't think, at least from what I remember. So, yeah, I don't know. Won't worry. You still got 2 questions, viewers, so you can still claw this back. That's alright. You were very close. So, I'm going to swap these 2 around just to make things a little bit easier for you. So, question 2 is the new one. Oh, actually, is the new one any good? It's nowhere near as good as the original. It's passable, but the problem is that the original had the main reason you watch Watership Down is to traumatize people because of the blood and gore deaths, which the remake doesn't have, so it's already inferior. Anyway, question 2: what is the newest London Underground station that is built on ground level and only served by 1 line? Also, I'm going to actually start the timer again. To clarify, by built on ground level, I mean the platforms aren't underground or on a viaduct. So, start the timer now, just to clarify. It's not Putney on the basis that it's not an underground line. Or Walthamstow Central because it's built underground. Alright, the answer... Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Bear with me for one moment. I'm just scrolling through this because you said it was Ickenham, Crazy Shark. Or Cutty Sark. Is Cutty Sark on ground level? No. Ugh. No. Oh my goodness. Well, is this... I'm like, oh my goodness. The correct answer, viewers, at least with the stats that I have here, the correct answer, I would have accepted 3, but the correct answer is either Debden, Epping, or Faden Boyce. Oh. And whilst Hillingdon is a good guess, Hillingdon is technically on a, Royal Dock. It's not on a dock. Yeah. You know what? I feel really mean. And the problem with that, you know what? I'm actually just going to give you that one. Because Hillingdon is sort of like it was relocated. So you know what? Fine. I'll give you that one. Just to be kind. Because, yeah. Although, even then, it doesn't actually count to the question because it's not served by one line. But I will just fudge the answer just for you lot. So, the final question. Between 1995 and today, 2026, how many temporary stations were built in the UK? Yeah, how many temporary railway stations were built in the UK? This is really... Well, I did tell you that they aren't exactly easy to Google, are they? Well, oh my goodness, you're just gonna spam every single number until you get it right. Well, you know what? Joginator is technically correct with that answer. Because the correct number is 3. You got Heathrow Junction. Was it Workington South? I think Workington North. It was one of those two. But the third one was Leeds Whitehall. I love how you just picked every single number except 3. And you still lost. So, because of my generosity, and because I have some doubters that the questions here were rigged, maybe I should ask 2 more questions. Best 3 out of 5. How about that? That's fine. We'll ask 2 more questions, because that way you'll be able to still get a result. So, let's just quickly brainstorm some questions. I actually got one right now. Hang on. Let me just double check the answer, so... I just don't want to give the... I just don't want to get any, like, give you any false information or anything. Crap baskets. Because I have another question which will be really good. Where is it? Because, yeah, there was some, like, you think this was rigged, but I assure you that this was just me. This is how I come up with quizzes. They are very hard. You have to make... Because again, with quizzes, you have to make it so that people can't just cheat the answers with Google. Otherwise, then, what's the point? Right, I'm just double-checking... hang on. I'm being very careful not to shout to speak what I'm answering, when I'm typing. Where is it? Where are my pictures? I had a picture a few years ago. Where is it? I remember seeing it. Hello, got distracted. What do you mean connect my encoder? Oh, that's fine, no worries though. We're just doing a quiz and people were accusing me of rigging it, so I'm redoing it again. Well, not so much redoing it, but I'm asking some additional questions. Just to ensure that, that the questions here are, well, just to give people a little bit more hope. Basically, regarding this quiz, and I'm just quickly searching up the questions here. Regarding this quiz, if you answer most of the questions correctly, you get to choose which train I'm going to use in the Stony Point branch. But if you answer them incorrectly, then I get to choose, and I'm going to put the 769 on because lol. Right, maybe if I go to trains at this station, it'll help get me the correct answer. Is that? Ooh, almost spoiled it there. Whoops a daisy. What about this? Why is it so hard to find pictures of this train at this station? Goodness me, where are they? Hang on. I think I can find it. I think I can find it. Oh, darn it. No, that's from 2000. Ooh, ugh, I nearly spoiled it again. Oh, why aren't the pictures loaded up? No, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, I can't find the number. I'm really annoyed. I can't answer this question. Oh yeah, I remember the Workington thing. The local sets they were using DRS because again they didn't have much else to do. They needed to have much else to use. Goodness, as soon as I can find this question, then I'll be happy. But I can't. Well, as soon as I can find a photo, I'll be happy. But I can't at the moment because they're not all the pictures aren't showing up properly, and I'm really annoyed at like the site that I'm using, which I'm being very careful not to reveal it because that will give away the answer. They'll give away the answer. Bloody hell, where the heck is it? Am I going to be just here for the whole street trying to find out where one photo is? Oh, what about something? No, that won't work. Where is it? I'm going mad. Where is this one photo? Where is it? And I can't use Flickr because Flickr sucks. So, BRB myself. Hopefully it takes longer than 5 minutes to sort it out. Now, I can't use the first train or the oldest train because, again, that's really easy to Google. Maybe if I just type in the... Um. Where is it? Oh my goodness, I can't find this one stupid answer! Because if I give the wrong answer, then people are gonna... Well, you know, it's not gonna be fair for people who are just, like, you know, it's just not gonna be fair. Is that... Oh, that's the same layout. No. Where are you? Where is it? Where is it? Maybe I have to use YouTube to help me. Oh, I found it! I found a picture! Okay! Alright, I can do this. Now I can finally answer the question. Okay, alright, so here we go. A lot of you all know that the busiest, the station with the most amount of platforms is in the UK is London Waterloo. Now, if we focus only on the mainline platforms on the South Western Railway and the Windsor lines, how many platforms did Waterloo have on the mainline platforms before Eurostar came along? You have, again, you got 20 seconds. If I can open up the thing. Now, I'll give you 30. I'll be nicer. See, I'll give you 10 extra seconds. So, oh wait, okay, I'll start again. So, we all know that Waterloo had a lot of platforms, always had lots of platforms. Now, how many platforms did Waterloo have, London Waterloo, when you only focus on the mainline platforms, how many platforms did Waterloo have before Eurostar came along? I'm seeing a lot of interesting answers. Whoa, but no one's got it right yet. Oh, you're thinking around the good right ballpark and very logical as well, but I recommend trying another number. Well, despite all of those numbers, everyone was wrong. Well, right up until I read that, the correct answer, right until I read that, was actually Bogdan with 21. Yes. Because platforms, where is it? Platforms 16 to 21 were in a separate shed. And this was colloquially referred to as the Windsor Line platforms. And they were physically separated from the main station. Yeah, not many people realise that. I will show you the photo that I was looking for. It's not the best, so I do apologise. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Hang on a second. There we go. So, you can see... Is that a 5... Yeah, that's a 455 on the left-hand side. You can just make it out. But, you know... 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then to the side of this slam door thingy is 21. Well, these are the southwestern platforms. That was how I was doing it. I wasn't counting the Waterloo and City Line platforms. This is purely the ones on the main lines. Remind us to never let you design a board game. Not just a Mayfield. Well, yeah, essentially. I actually did try and design a board game when I was younger in year 10 in school. It was for design, was it design tech, I think. I can't remember the lesson name. I tried, it was like a railway related one and didn't go well. So, yeah, that's fine then. Now, one more question, as promised. I will give you the win on that because Bogdan did give the answer as I was reading it out. Daniel decide board game would just be how long until someone flips the book. Have you no faith in me? Have some faith, viewers. Goodness me. I'm not that evil. In fact, you know what? Let's make the final question a bit more interesting by doing it a true and false question. That way, there's only 2 possible answers. Well, actually, no, wait. No, that won't work because I think it can work actually if I do it like a poll. Yeah, I'll do it like that then. Right, let me just quickly think of a good question that's really good. Ooh. Oh, I think I got one. I think I really got one. This will be a good question. Whoa, Daniel, you're a genius. You're a genius, Daniel. Ooh, yes. Right. Although this is going to be a bit easy to Google, so because of that, I'm going to reduce the timer back to 20 seconds. So, no, we don't. Come on, I'm a good boy. I'm a flawless human being. Hang on a second. So, right. So, here is your true and false question. Don't vote just yet because I haven't answered your question. So, true or false? A Bakerloo line train can run to Kilburn High Road. You got 20 seconds. Hello there, Sharia. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go, and the correct answer is true. A Bakerloo line train indeed can run into Kilburn High Road, as proven by this image I shall place on screen for you lot. Bear with me. Hang on a second. Hello! Hang on, let me zoom it out. There we are. So this is used for stock reversing movements. Not to be one of those people, but Watford is in the opposite direction. But this is used for like reversing trains. It's not done in service. It's just for like turning trains around to get into the yards at Queen's Park. So yeah, I will be kind enough and let you choose the trains that we run. How was that quiz, viewers? I want some feedback. Was the quiz well designed? Were the questions very fair? Now, this line is diesel, so we can't use any electrics. First few questions were in rage. Oh, hang on, I need to name the stations. Hastings. Or Hastings. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Not the... Your feedback hurts, but I will, I'll take it to heart. Right, let me name the stations quickly. Stony Point Stazione. I mean, I got the temporary stations one on technicality. Karas, hello there, Karas. Thanks to you voting for the 195 in our 331 in our previous stream, they are now running on the airport line. Well, at the moment they're asleep. So we got some Trans-Pan Express 195s running the airport branch because of you. Do Class 333s really have toxic grey dust in fold seats? Now, considering the way you worded it, I can actually get away and say with yes, I can actually get away. Because you didn't specify asbestos. You just said grey dust, and oh, there's lots of toxic grey dust you could find lying around the world. Yeah, unfortunately, because of that, Karas, I am going to have to, yeah, because of your suggestion, as Jonator has been asking me, I will be forced to give you a half-hour timeout purely for giving us the 331 on that line. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry, but come back in half an hour. Goodbye. I'm sorry. Well, we got... But the thing is, this line will probably require us using 2 trains. So I'm open to have, let's say, a 156 and a 150, as an example. Just as I'm naming the stations here. Oh. Red Point. Moradu. Are we sorry, though? Well, I'm so... I guess it's more in the sense of, like with Thanos about to throw his daughter off the cliff. Rather than, I'm sorry, little one. Bittern. Hastings. Tiab. Somerville, Baxter, what was this one? Leewara. Yeah, I would have liked 350s on that line too. Sadly, we can't have nice things. 156 and 3-car 155. Oh, you're being real generous. How should I decide which train should run? I don't know. Because everyone's just gonna be like, it's gonna be like people in just shouting out a whole bunch of trains, and I don't really know how to moderate the choice. Because how does? Oh wait, did that wrong? How can I do a vote? Maybe if I've got an idea. Let's narrow it down by train type. I've got an idea. Yeah, I'll narrow it down. So, Stony Point. So let's go with. Let's go with Sprinter, Turbo Star, or Civity. Alright, let's do it like that. Yeah, I was going to do a vote with the most... So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow it down by the trains types. Like, the types of trains. The family of trains, and then the family members. 153 would actually be a very apt choice for this line. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah. Oh, not in a four-car formation, as a pair, at worst. Plus, we could have, Alright, so I'll give you, 30 more seconds to vote, on the poll. I think we'll do, like, a minute on each poll. But yeah, I'll give you an extra 30 seconds. Start voting, lads. I would like to remove 158 so we can have more northern options. No. When I said sprinters, I'm gonna put all sprinters, which might end badly, but whatever. Let's remove this. How bad can that option go to us? Alright, predictably, to the shock of no one, the Sprinter won the poll. No one voted for the Civity, so I guess you're very kind on that aspect. Okay, so, in terms of Sprinters... okay. For Stony Point. Class. I have to write them all up. 150, 153, 155, 156. Oh, cock. I can't have more than 4. Oh. Backup plan, I've got an idea. Get rid of this. So 150. How can I do this? 153, 156, 158. No 155 for you lot. There you go. That'll do it. Nah, we're not gonna do the wheel for this. People objected to the wheel last time. So, oh yeah, the votes, the timer. Where's the timer? 30 seconds to vote, lads. Not 3 minutes, 30, you stupid website. No, 30 seconds, you... There we go. Ooh, 153 is winning. Oh no, it's neck and neck from 153 and 156. No one's voting for the 150, though. Oh, man, does it get that much hate? Oh. This is the downside of having 7 viewers exactly. Actually, no, it's not the downside. It's not a downside. Thanks to the winners joint being both a 153 and a 156, we will use a pair of 153s and we'll use a single 153 and a 156. There we go, problem solved. That will totally not backfire at all. Right, does the Stony Point line use a different colour? No, it doesn't. Just coupled. Well, don't worry. I'm going to use... Because I think we'll need 2 trains for this line. Anyway. Exactly. It is the most logical train to go with on this branch. Well, I'll just slow the game down just so we can put in our so Northern Metro. Yeah, indeed. I mean, I think you can see pictures of them running in pairs, like they can run in pairs, but they typically just use a single one. Oh, let me also put okay. So yeah, we'll use a pair of 153s. No, a single 153 and a 156. Which have almost similar... Well, the 153's got slightly worse acceleration. But they can both work. For entertainment value, I will let you choose what livery we'll put on the trains. Because... We're obviously not going to just stick with Northern now, are we? That would be the easy thing to do. At least make the 153 2 pairs. Nah, single 153 for the win. Who needs? I mean, if it does get really bad, then I might tape an extra one to the end, but we'll see. This shouldn't be too bad, said Daniel, as he realises his mistake 4 days into service. Right, let's do the timetable then. So services. So from 5:30. Oh, so the last train is actually at about 10:30. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. So trains will go to bed much earlier on this line. So Frankston. Right. First Northwestern on the way 156. Northwestern train star livery on 153. I don't even think we have those liveries. I'm gonna double check. Nope. We don't have First Northwestern. We got First Great Western Solid and First Great Western Lines, which are sort of close, sort of. But on the 156, I don't think we have those liveries either. Nah. All we have are Northern Blue and White. That's basically the only Northern one. I mean, you could get away with East Midlands Blue and East Midlands. And I guess you could also get away with a Scott Red. Well, you could get away with any of these liveries in Northern. But, yeah, because obviously they kind of hoarded those, so... Ooh, tough luck. Anyway, where was I? EMT for both. Yeah. Did Northern ever have an EMT 150? No, I mean 153. Because I knew they had one in Great Western Railway livery. I saw one in Meadowhall. Alright. So let's stick our 153 on because it's got crap acceleration to use as the baseline. I'll just use GWR for now. Then I can easily swap it out because paint is free in Nimby Rails. You don't have to pay any money anytime you change the livery, which is totally not broken at all. Right, so... No, but some Northern 156 were transferred to EMT. Oh, okay. Right, 7 points. Now, I also got to make sure, excuse me, that I can, the trains end up passing each other at the right point. So they need to pass each other at Somerville. Let's see how well I timed it. Oh, darn it. Alright, so we've got to add 10 minutes and subtract 10 minutes to one of them. To our terminus points here. Ooh, look at that. Almost perfect. Fantastic. Which, actually, if I just... Nope, that does not work. Yeah, perfect. Oh, 21:30. And then the train sods off to the depot. At Cannonook. And I'll just put a I'll just put this in northern livery just for now. And I slew this by an hour. Splendid! Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, so here are our trains. Oh, and look at them right by our class 305s-ish. Oh, very nice. How busy will this line get? How bad can it be? Let's see. See, look at that, only 2 passengers. That's not too bad. Oh, 59. Oh. Right. This presents a problem. Oh no! An extra 1550 has just been. Oh no! How did that happen? How bad will it get? Oh! Oh no! No! Oh dear, this line is just gonna create refunds. This is not gonna go well. Essentially double. A great shot. So, well, no, it doesn't. But a 3-car 158 in Nimby rails would still have a little bit less capacity than a Turbo Star at 333. So yeah, more than double actually. Now I think that, yeah. However, a pair of Civities would still beat it as a pair of 195s will have a capacity of 408. How the hell do 260 people get off a pair of 153? What the heck is... Stuff this. Stuff this. This 156 is being sent to the graveyard. Right. I'm mothballing this train. Well, sorry, viewers. Crossload. So, this is being sent to the graveyard. And I am... Alright. And I will use a 170 if you could answer this quick question, viewers. What is the capital of what is the capital of Ghana? I'm not even gonna. I'm just not gonna say anything. You get exactly what you deserve for that. Johannesburg. Well, first answer counts. Stuff that screw you. I'm not using that. I'm using a pair of civilities. Sorry, Journator. Sorry, Bogdan. Aqua, whilst it is the right answer, Journator decided to jump headfirst in without using any without thinking, and decided just to go with Johannesburg, which is in South Africa. So I'm going to use a pair of civilities just to help. There we go. Now we should solve all the issues. Oh my goodness, it's... Look how many people want to go on this line! Why are there 400... Why? Why are there so many people at this station? What the bloody hell is... What's going on? Why? Why? Why are so many people using this line? It's in the middle of nowhere. Let me just make it so people can walk to Frankston. Stop this. It really is. I just don't get why there are so many people on this. You need this. Why? Do I have to cheat and reduce the passenger demand? Because this is just insipid. Like, if it's struggling with trains that I'm using, you know, here, which are essentially fictional, and I get to have higher capacity, then what's it going to be like with the real equivalent trains? Everyone just drives. They realise, I wish they could. That would make my life a little bit easier, for sure. This is insipid. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe let's try looking on the next day. Let's see if it gets better. Maybe it'll get a little bit. Maybe the trains will behave a little bit better on the next day. Sorry, let's take a look at the pairs. Let's see how it is now. 68, 90s. What can I do? I think I have to cheat and reduce the demand because it's currently at 60% to make things really fun, but I'm going to have to reduce it to 50 now. We'll see if that helps. I think it's getting to the point where I just have to reduce it. Just it's true potential. Why are there 400 passengers here? What? Or is it really because of the shopping centre? And all these people just don't want to walk to the main station. Will they walk? They won't. Goodness me, this is insipid. Hello, Ludwig. We're just pulling my teeth out at the because the problem here is that this line is just going to get so many refunds. I bet I'm getting lots of refunds. Yeah, refunds and compensation. Ooh, and I bet. Let's see which station's getting the most refunds and compensation. What a shocker! Look at that. Well, how about that? Guess that makes sense. Look how many passengers are just like. Look at that. 800 versus like the nearest one, which was Caulfield, which was at 195, which made sense. But oh my goodness, what do I do? The only other idea I have would be doubling the frequency. Yeah. So make it every half hour then. Now, we can double the frequency if I work out where trains will pass each other. So, what, Somerville? Let's take a look at 0333. 5222. So, not there. What about Bittern? 29. 2959. Well, enjoy your drive with that train. I'm just trying to do some maths to work out where the trains will pass each other. So, 56. Okay, so the first loop I need to add will be for here, I think. Yeah, between this bit here, I'll need to add a passing loop. Alright, so I need to add a passing loop here. Oh, hang on. You have 35 minutes at Frankston, so that can be cut down. True. It's just that with the reason why it's 35 minutes is so that trains can pass at Somerville. So... I know what I can do. We can tap into our inner, what's that name of that station? I forgot the name of it. Oh, I'm really annoyed now. We can tap into our, Cambridge, or Leeds if you would prefer. Why not have, if I reduce this, okay, so it's, why not make it so, insert, remove constraints. Yes. Sure, a platform, who doesn't wanna? There's nothing wrong with making your platform shorter, technically. Yes, good thinking, Daniel. You're a genius. Actually, I may not be a genius. I've just realised I can end up cocking myself up if I'm... Nope, I can fix this. No, don't worry. I've got an idea. Insert, delete. Okay. That way, the train can still get to the depot without having to chase through the platform. Aha! Just build another bed. Well, that would be the most obvious solution, but we can't. Come on, why would we just go with the simplest solution? There we go. And we'll use this plat just here. Excellent. And I'll also just adjust this line here so that it can't use platform 2 because it won't fit. Oh man, Daniel, you're a genius. And then we just adjust this so that we can use platform 2. Hello, Karas. Oh, wow, that band lasted longer than I thought. Welcome back from your vacation. Okay, that should work then. Now we should be able... Oh, wait on a second. Now, we're not going to be giving electrification, Mr. Steve. Instead, well, we were running trains every hour, but then it got overcrowded. So I increased the size of the trains. I increased the capacity, and it just still was overcrowded. So I'm doubling the frequency, which is essentially quadrupling the frequency of real life. Because I think in real life it's every 2 hours or every 90 minutes sometimes. It's really dumb. So here it's going to be a nice every 30 minutes. Yeah, the 156 will now come out of hibernation. Um, 30? So I double check. And I just have to refresh the line timings quickly. Where are you? This is why I didn't sell the 156. I just put it in the box in case we needed it, and indeed we do. We still need one more train though. So what should this final train be? Actually, I don't even know what I'm asking. It's another 153 pair. There we go. Sorry, generator. It's a pair of 153s here. All right. So let's try this again. Why not a 170? So it's a weird. Oh, it's a weird game of train roulette. Well, it already is anyway, but let's see. Let's see how bad the line is now. Still crowded! Do the trains at least pass in the section like I hope they do? Yes! Look at that! Perfect passing loop. Alright, this 156 is being upgraded to run as a pair. Thank goodness we got the money for it. I think a 3-car 158 does have well, it will be able to be running on somewhere, hopefully. Why does this station have so many passengers? No, it's overcrowded non-stop. Oh, I'm really happy with this station layout, though. For a second there, I thought it was going to nudge this train, but no. Oh, that's nice to see. And it almost completely fills up the 319. So, how about refunds today? Okay, we've managed to reduce it. I think. Just because the accounting time is different. But I think we are getting reduced what's it called? Reduced refunds. And it is kind of embarrassing how we spent so much time trying to sort out this line. We haven't even decided what line to build next. Oh dear. I need another sip of me drink. I'm afraid so, Karas. So anytime let's say if we're building the new V-line route, and you say, hey, I know what train we can use, I'll just pretend you didn't exist. I mean, you're free to say, but I'm just going to not take it up. You made the 331s run on the airport. For that, you must be punished. Ballarats. Where's the Ballarat line? Google. The Ballarat line. So it's 13 stations. Oh, that goes via Melton. Oh, okay. That's not a bad idea. Although it's actually a very frequent route, it does seem. Should the Ballarat line be electrified? Yeah, you did spell it right. Enough, at least. So yeah, the Ballarat line is going this way here. Oh, it's the line that also has this weird bit here. Right, so yeah, we'll start building this, why not? I'd say keep it diesel. Okay, so in terms of rolling stock then, it's IET, 68s or 185s. Because this line seems to have a very high frequency for the V-line services, because it says as far as Melton, up to every 20 minutes. That weird bit makes it look like a good diesel line. Fair enough. Well, we're still going to keep that weird kink in the line. Why not? So I think my idea that I'd probably go with this line is I'm going to have... I think I'm going to go with 3 trains an hour, of which one terminates at Melton and calls it all stops. Then where would I go from Melton? I think after Ballarat. Where? I think one could terminate at Ballarat, maybe? Or Maryborough. Oh, that's quite far. Or Werrindee. One terminates at... Yeah, one terminates at Melton. The other one terminates at Werrindee. And then... No, 2 terminate at Werrindee. 1 goes to Ballarat. No, wait. 1 terminates at Melton. 2 terminates at Werrindee. Or should I go flip it the other way? No. Keep it like, I don't know. You see, this is tough. But yeah, I don't know what diesel trains to use apart. Well, yet. The IET would be would offer the fastest one, but you know, I don't know if this line will deserve 125-mile-an-hour running. Your choice. But let me just plop down the extra stations. Bacchus Marsh. I was thinking it depends on which station has. I'll choose which station the train would terminate at, depending on how many which one has like the higher sort of passenger catchment area. So Melton's got 34,000, and Bacchus Marsh has only 13,000. Ooh, tough luck. No, actually, no. I'll change my plan. I'll change my mind. I'll have potential trains terminating here. Why not? That makes more sense. I am, however, going to have it double track all the way to Ballarat because I'm not a monster. Oh, there's not that many stations here. And I'll probably revive these extra bay platforms because, yeah, why not? $185 on the stopper, 68 on the long distance. I like that idea. I probably would go with something like that, because 68 sets could be pretty good for this route. Yeah, I do see Whitby parallels-ish. Yeah, from here we'll do 160. Alright, well, I'll do my best to build as much of this before I want to go and get some sleep. Hello there, Ravy B. I'm doing good, thanks. I don't know if the 99 is in this set, however, the 93 is. No, tell a lie, Crazy Shark did both. Yeah, so, funnily enough, the 99 in Nimby Rails isn't as good as the 93, because it's got a lower top speed. Yeah, and all the liveries here are freight-related ones. Which obviously makes sense. But the 93 does, and I would actually I wouldn't mind using the 93 as a sort of stand-in instead of the for the 68, because we could use electric power on the before Sunshine, and then swap to the hamster wheel to continue onwards towards Ballarat. But a 68 will do fine as well. It doesn't really bother me too much. It's just, shame we can't have no freight trains. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. 68 it is. Though I do like how you Crazy Shark has at least included a Transparent Express 93. I might sneakily put one in just as a laugh and see if anyone notices. Well, with the exception of ROG, I can well, wait. Make a class 99, but with 100 miles or 110 miles an hour. Oh, so the 93. So basically, what you're asking is for Cosworth to give a tuning kit to the 93. Indeed, instead of American power, we've got Swiss power. Isn't the 93 tri-mode as well? Yeah, because Nimby Rails does not factor in diesel acceleration, like a bi-mode multiple unit accelerating differently on diesel versus electric, which is a bummer, but it's at the same time expected. So you could only have it. So pretty much, it's either going to be fully diesel, or fully electric, as far as the game is concerned. Okay, we'll slow the speed limit here to about 80 kph. 105 kph, 65. And 60. Well, again, it's very nice that this game does not factor in inclines as well. Well, nice for me. I mean, it would be nice if the game could actually do it. But the only way you could really mimic inclines is if you made it so, let's say if you wanted to do the Licky incline, like this piece of straight line here, for the sake of discussion, is the Licky incline. The way I would do it is I would have it as 80 miles an hour at the bottom, and then have it at 50 miles an hour right at the top, like right at the end, and then increase the line speed back up to 80. That's how I would do the Licky incline and Nimby Rails, for the purpose of discussion, if that makes sense. Because that way the train will slow down to it. But the problem is it will just use its normal braking rate, so you'd have to be a little bit more clever if you wanted it to be a little bit more realistic. That's the problem, yeah, because like, I mean, the 323s I think could have handled it quite well. I didn't really notice much struggle with the 323, but at 730 just doesn't care. It's like, what's this? Oh, okay. I think even the Voyagers struggle. Well, they start slowing down up the incline. But yeah, I mean, I'm just explaining like one of my ideas of how I would personally do it, but not much. Well, the 331 would probably be similar to the 730, so just wouldn't care. No, what's this? Oh, okay. Exactly. That's the well, that's one good thing about most new trains nowadays. They just don't really care much about inclines because they're just very quick. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to have the entire line up to Ballarat double track because having single track running all the way here is just dumb. I don't want to do Deutsche Bahn again. My brain is melted from doing so much in Poland and Nimby Rails. I don't want to do it. Please, no. Every time I hear Bendigo, I keep remembering about Bushweld Adventures, which just always cracks me up. I love referencing it every now and then with my friend. Like, Morty, we gotta go to Bendigo to get me cube. Oh, no, Morty, get in the car, Morty. I think that's the only Rick and Morty spin-off slash... Well, I think it's realistically the only thing Rick and Morty related I will go out of my way to watch. I mean, I really enjoyed season 1 of Rick and Morty. I think it was really good. Especially the final episode, because that is really of season 1, but I just didn't care about it afterwards. I guess with the exception of Evil Morty's backstory. True, but again, we already tested some amazing vehicles on the Creston Hill, including the Class 801 with its, well, hamster wheel engine is being very generous, to call it that. The emergency get me home GPU. The hamster left the chat. Alright, so I think Crazy Shark suggested this station to turn back to 185, and I think we should go with that. I have a friend who lives in Hungary, but I think he lives in Hungary. And I would like to... That would, if being able to say hello to him would give me the excuse of going and doing some rarer reviews of trains in Hungary. Alright, so now to do the very, very interesting track layout here. So, I'm going to do the loop-de-loop. What is the... I wonder what the line is actually avoiding here. Why is it doing this? I know, let's go to Google Maps and find out. Yeah, that's what I'm just doing right now, yeah. The moment I have $599 US in expendable income, I'm requesting a rare review. Oh no. Alright, so let's see what it's actually avoiding. Realistically, all I could work out is it seems to be avoiding a golf club. Because when I use Google Maps to use, oh. Okay, I have my answer using 3D view. It's basically avoiding an incline. Like a hill. So, the road goes up the hill. So, like, this area here is like a hill. And the road just says stuff it, we're going up over the hill, but the railway goes, nah, I'm good. And avoids the hill. Well, no, it doesn't avoid the hill. Using Google Maps, from what I'm seeing here, it actually goes a long way around so it gets a better incline up the hill. Okay, I get it now. Gotcha. Well, at least I got that answer. Thanks, technology. I think I'll probably build as far... I might be able to build up to Ballarat before I end the stream. I'll see. So I am getting kind of hungry and tired. Can I keep it at 105 kph? Come on, I think I can do it. Yes. I am considering of doing a railway review this year in a country I've never been to. Because I think that would be... I really want to try somewhere different. I don't really watch any new TV shows myself. I've heard some good things, but I just go, no, I'm good. Let's try to increase the line speed a bit now. Okay, I think I can increase it again. Let's try 9. Let's try 90. So almost at the next stop, which be served by whatever train service. I'll need to decide the train service for this route because it's going to be kind of interesting. I might probably just go with like an hourly service. Well, 2 trains an hour to the Marsh station, and then one train an hour to Ballarat doesn't feel enough. I feel like I need one. I need at least 2. Ooh, this one's tough. I am not doing a review of anything in North Korea. How do you even get to North Korea? Because it's not even like a case where I could just fly on a plane there. Whilst North Korea does have an airline to my knowledge, it's not exactly one that goes from Heathrow. It's like trying to fly to Cuba. It's not really easy. If you were to donate $599 US and then say do a railway review to some trains in North Korea, I will just overrule your decision and ask you to re-vote, or I'm pocketing the money for furry comms. Which is annoying because North Korea does have some really funny trains. In fact, there is one train I might as well show you, which I really find hilarious. Hang on. I love how I saw a Google result for North Korea travel advice. But no, let me show you some which are really funny. Where are you? Where's the thing? I think this one I can get away with. Well, not really get away. I think this is the this is the one I wanted to share, which is really funny. Flight review to of the 1 week. No, I am not going to the Falklands. Yeah, I can totally expect that I have to be escorted through North Korea, of course. I've not been to Berlin. I wouldn't mind going to Berlin, though. Berlin sounds cool. So, there is... let me just open up this photo. So, this locomotive... I think this is the best photo I can use of it, because there aren't really that many photos, for reasons should be quite obvious in North Korea. This locomotive here is a, which I'm going to show on screen. This is a locomotive, which I think is called the Kanghaegun in North Korea. It's an electric locomotive. Well, with an asterisk. So the thing is, in North Korea, it's very difficult to get fuel. Very, very difficult to get diesel. So, what they did is just say, stuff it, we're going to get a whole bunch of Soviet diesel locomotives, strap some pantographs to them, chuck out the diesel engines, and go, ta-da! Electric locomotive! There's a whole bunch of these as well. It's not even like a one-off. Like, here's another Soviet diesel that was converted to electric. Oh man, it's when my friend of mine told me about this. I was just so gobsmacked. It is a reverse of the 769. Essentially, yeah. We do not. We do not need. We've moved beyond diesel. See, look at that. See how, and people say that North Korea is all bad. Look at that. Look at them getting. They're contributing to helping fight climate change. So what if, hear me out, I pay you the funny PS3 number and buy you the ticket? Well, that would get away. Well, that would actually avoid the money being immediately pocketed for furry comms. So that's one way around it. But also, that means I still don't want to go to North Korea. No, I don't want to go to North Korea. You'll just have no, I'm sorry. And to be honest, I don't even know if I would want to go to South Korea. But that's because of the climate and because of how far away it is. Right, we're almost at Ballarat. I won't send you to Supreme Leader Land. Good. Where would you choose? If you did have the funds. Just out of curiosity. Why? Why the Falklands? What's there? Just a bunch of islands, if that. Is there a train service in the Falklands? Yeah, just penguins and a bunch of islands. If I had the money, I'd send you to review the weird face Danish boys. I really want to review those. I've given them a nickname that my friend hates. I've given them a name which I will not speak out loud because my mum is downstairs. I've nicknamed them that. My friend absolutely hates it. And then I responded to him saying, "Well, prove me wrong." And then he just looks at me really annoyed. Well, Iceland will be a bit of a challenge on the basis that I don't think there are any trains there. Review the RAF. I don't even know what the RAF Voyager is. Google to the rescue! Oh, the A330. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, gotcha. Actually, it's based off an A330. Yeah, sort of. I've returned from the sporadic little trip. Well, I won't mock you for that. Lidl's awesome. This is a confirmed fact of life. I once saw a post somewhere where a woman was dating somebody and left him because the guy shopped in Lidl, which that's just a criminal offence. If you find someone who willingly shops in Lidl, that's a good person. That's someone who knows how to spend their money and find some excellent stuff. But she was just accusing him of being like poor. Disgusting. That's the sign of someone who has never been to the Lidl bakery. Hi there, SW2ET. I was actually just going to end the stream right now, badly and funny enough. Because I want to get something to eat and I want some rest. We've at least built 2 Ballarat. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely, for sure. I completely forgot I had no milk and I had run out of salmon. Oh no! I can't get into salmon. It's not I don't really like the taste of salmon really. Give me cod any day. But yeah, that'll be it for today. I'm gonna end the stream now. And I'm going to also try and work out how to do this line. Because, well, yeah. That should be it for tonight. We've done some good progress at least. And hopefully this line is behaving-ish. I'm still just in gobsmacked at how many people are at Luara, even though trains are now running every half hour. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming along to tonight's stream. Hopefully we'll get our trains running to Ballarat and beyond. But yeah, speak to you everybody next time. Bye bye, good night. Right, where's the end stream?